cut this so as it would go in.
Okay, so now you're going to throw in a little ginger into the mix. And when you get done, what does it look like?
It'll look like that.
Yeah, so that's razor thin.
Uh-huh.
And then you say that's just going to add flavor to the fermenting when you get done. So when it's pickled,
it has a beautiful flavor.
It's going to add a nice flavor to it, the ginger.
And it will look nice. It's almost like a dressing on dessert. These slices, they will turn a little bit of a yellow, and then they have a beautiful color. And
Good.
If you didn't want to eat them, then you just take the fork from your plate or bowl and push them to a side.
Right. I don't know why you wouldn't want to eat them. They're lovely.
Well, some people don't like ginger. I love it.
Yeah, okay.
You try to keep in touch as much metal with it as possible. So that's why I'm using the plastic here. Beautiful, beautiful. You have to use the sugar with the salt. So you put in 1 teaspoon of sugar like that. That's all.
1 teaspoon of sugar, and then you're going to put some of the the salt. Kosher salt.
Yeah. You put a tablespoon of salt. That's 2 teaspoons. So if you get too much, it won't work. If you don't get enough, it won't work. That's 1. 2, I like to add just a little for the jar. Now I'll call that 2 tablespoons. Now, the next ingredient, and what you do, is this. And this has to be done correctly that way. This.
What do you got there? This is distilled spring water?
Not distilled, just spring water.
Spring water, okay.
Pure water.
Just
not out of the hydrant, not out of a magic or a metal.
Okay.
Plastic.
Plastic.
So you
uncontaminated
just pour in,
spring water.
And that salt and sugar goes on down through the, like that. Then you kind of pack that down just a little, like that. Add more water, like there.
That's
there you
it.
Go. But anyway, see.
Okay, let me show this to the viewer. So this is something you can buy online.
Yes.
And it has if you look closely, it has it's an airlock, so it has a little hole at the top there, a nipple. And this is what's going to let the, when the fermenting...
gas out to keep it from exploding. So you put that on.
So as it ferments, it'll burp itself out.
There. No air can get in, nothing can get in that, but the pressure can come out.
Okay, good.
And then, in a day or two, what you can do is to pick this up and rotate it. So as because of the water, the cabbage will move up, and you don't want it to be without water. So you can rotate this. What I want.
This is what was made
a week ago.
The same process.
Yes.
A week ago.
So I take out what I want for this meal. Leave as much water in there as possible. Put the lid back on, and let it continue to ferment, because it tastes better day after day after day, up to a month or so. And then, with this now, I'll put in a few drops. You couldn't use this to start with, but I can use it now. There. Now I mix it up like that, and I've got the flavor I want. Knocks your socks off.
What about this? Would you possibly use some of that as well?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I probably would. Oh, there, got it backward. Don't put too much. Just there, just enough to give it a coating of a little bit of oil.
Okay.
That's all you need, just a tiny bit. Just super. Oh,